Assalamualaikum teman-teman, kembali lagi dengan aku Rima. Di video kali ini we were talking about obstetrical procedure. Oke, semoga materi ini membantu teman-teman untuk persiapan yang mau berkarir di Middle East, khususnya Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Semoga teman-teman dapat insight dari materi kita kali ini ya. Aku doakan lulus prometric exam and get your study council with one shot. Amin ya. Sebelum aku lanjut, boleh bantu like dan subscribe-nya supaya aku makin semangat buat video yang lebih daging buat teman-teman lulus prometric exam. Oke. First, why this one important also? Karena pada saat itu I got this question, Bishop score. That's why this one important also. Okay. So obstetrical procedure, there is about 2, 3, 4. Okay, there is 4. First, we will talking about Bishop. The Bishop score is used to determine maternal readiness for labor, okay, and evaluate cervical status and the fetal position. Okay, before when I work in labor and delivery department, there is one physician, Dr. Obiga ini, they are talking to another doctor about this Bishop score. I check the Bishop score only 3, so we will put the patient still in ward, like that. So I'm thinking, what is the Bishop score? What is Bishop score? And then when I started to prepare myself to get exam, that's why I know the Bishop score. Okay. Next, the Bishop score is indicated before the induction of labor. Okay, IOL. This one sometimes they will make acronym IOL. The 5 factors are assigned a score of 0 to 3 and the total score is calculated. A score of 8 or greater indicates that the chance of successful vaginal delivery is good. If 8 and the cervix is favorable for induction. Okay. Next, this one, the factor of Bishop score. First, dilatation, and then 2, effacement, 3, consistency of cervix, 4, position of cervix, 5, station of presenting part. Okay, so they will check from score 0, 1, 2, and 3. After that, we will counting. If 8 or more than 8 greater, it's mean ready for vaginal birth. Okay. And if score 0, dilatation, there's no dilatation. Effacement cervix odd until 30%. Consistency of cervix firm. Position of cervix posterior. How can she deliver a position of cervix is posterior? Station of presenting part -3, still high. Okay. If 1, effacement 1 to centimeter, effacement of cervix 40 to 50%, consistency of cervix medium, and position of cervix mid position, station -2, still high. This one -1, this one +1 until +2. Okay. Next, induction. Okay, induction is a deliberate initiation of uterine contraction that stimulate labor. Elective induction may be accomplished by oxytocin infusion, obtain a baseline tracing of uterine contraction and fetal heart rate, increase the IV dosage of oxytocin as prescribed only after assessing contraction, fetal heart, and maternal blood pressure and pulse. Okay, before we prescribe this oxytocin, should we check this one: contraction, fetal heart, maternal blood pressure, and pulse. Okay. Do not increase the rate of oxytocin when the desired contraction pattern is obtained. Contraction frequent 2 to 3 minutes and lasting 60 seconds. An oxytocin infusion is discontinued if uterine contraction frequency less than 2 minutes or duration is longer than 90 seconds or fetal distress is noted. Okay, stop this oxytocin. Okay, next. Amniotomy. Artificial rupture of membrane is performed by the obstetrician or nurse midwife to stimulate labor. Amniotomy is performed if the fetus at O or plastation. Amniotomy increases the risk of prolapse, cord, and infection. That's why after we did this amniotomy, tangan, the hand that inside, please don't pull out suddenly. Letakin dulu tangannya di dalam. We will check there is any cord. What the presenting part we check off. Okay? Because ini cord prolapse ini sering banget kejadian. Kayak dalam 1 bulan itu like maybe 2 or 3 cord prolapse. Monitor fetal heart rate before and after amniotomy. We will check. Baby becomes distressed or what? Record time of amniotomy, because if more than 24 hours or more than 12 hours, maybe we need antibiotic. And characteristic of fluid: greenish, bloodish, or normal. Meconium stain, okay, meconium stain amniotic fluid may be associated with fetal distress. Okay, next. External version. External version is the manipulation of the fetus from unfavorable presentation into favorable presentation. Okay, external version is indicated for an abnormal presentation that exists after 34 minggu ke-34. Monitor vital sign. If the mother rhesus negative, ensure that raw the immunoglobulin was given at 28 weeks. Always remember this one. Mother blood group negative, give immunoglobulin at 28 weeks, and after deliver 72 hours. In 72 hours should be given immunoglobulin. Okay. After that, prepare for non-stress test. We already talking this one in the previous material. Okay. To evaluate fetal well-being. IV fluid and tachylytic therapy may be administered to relax the uterus and permit easier manipulation of the uterus. Ini external version itu apa ya? Kan tau nggak sih yang di perutnya diubah kalau misalnya dia oblique gitu. So we will make this patient longitudinal. Okay. And then ultrasound is using the procedure to elevate fetal position and placental placement and guide direction to the fetus. The abdominal wall is manipulated to direct the fetus into a cephalic presentation if possible. Monitor blood pressure to identify vena cava compression. Yes. Monitor for unusual pain. After the procedure, do following: perform a non-stress test to evaluate fetal well-being. Okay, that's one. And then monitor for abnormal uterine activity, bleeding, rupture membrane, and decreased fetal activity. With rhesus negative, client perform Kleihauer-Betke test. This one, don't forget, remember. Prescribed to detect the present amount of fetal blood in the maternal circulation and to identify clients who need additional raw immunoglobulin. Okay. Enough for today. Sekian video kali ini. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan share video ini ke teman bidan lainnya. Semoga bermanfaat ya. Mau tanya-tanya boleh komen di bawah. Dan buat teman-teman yang mendapat ibu versi lengkapnya, boleh komen di bawah atau DM aku di Instagram. Terima kasih semuanya. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.